In photosystem 2, light hits the electron and thus attains a higher energy level. The electron then moves down the electron transport chain, releasing small amounts of energy at each step. Hydrogen ions are transported into the lumen through the thylakoid bilayer. Electron goes into photosystem 1. Light hits the electron and excites it. Then the electron goes down the electron transport chain and reaches the NADP reductase. There, the electron is used as energy to produce NADPH. NADP is added with hydrogen ion to create NADPH. Photolysis occurs in the lumen. Water molecules diffuse into the lumen through the thylakoid bilayer. Through the process of photolysis, 2 hydrogen ions, half an oxygen ion, and an electron are produced. Electron goes to photosystem 2, hydrogen moves to the ATP synthase, the oxygen diffuse out the bilayer. Hydrogen transported and hydrogen produced from photolysis gather at ATP synthase. As the hydrogen ions move through, ADP meets with a phosphorus ion which creates ATP. NADPH and ATP that were produced by light-dependent reactions go to the Calvin cycle. In 2005, a team of scientists discovered the first organism that relies on photosynthesis yet lives in the abyss. Researchers said that their findings of photosynthesis in the dark point may lead to the possibility of similar life on other planets. Animals need other animals or plants for food energy, but Texas A&M researchers are studying a sea slug that creates its own energy through photosynthesis. The sea slug eats algae but does not fully digest it. What remains in its system continues to photosynthesize and produce food for the slug, similar to plants. The Calvin cycle takes place in the stroma. This is the process to produce glucose in 6 turns and 1 G3P in 3 turns. 3 carbon dioxide enters the Calvin cycle. Each carbon ion enters the cycle 1 at a time, but this shows what happens when 3 turns occur. The carbons add to the chains of ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase. The stage is carbon fixation. Then 6 ATP joins the Calvin cycle and 6 phosphorus are added on each end of the chain. Then 6 NADPH joins and leaves 6 hydrogen ions to break the carbon bonds. This step is the reduction. After 6 G3P is created, 1 G3P leaves the cycle, and the rest, 5 G3P, continues on the Calvin cycle. Then 3 ATP is added again, leaving 3 phosphorus behind in order to rearrange the chains. This is the end of 3 terms. The steps then repeat, and after 6 turns, glucose is produced.